The story of the Americas begins long before European ships. It starts with the first people, the Native Americans. They arrived thousands of years ago, migrating across a land bridge. They spread across 2 continents, from the Arctic to the tip of South America. This is their story, a rich tapestry of culture, innovation, and survival. These were not simply wandering tribes. They built complex societies. They were farmers, architects, astronomers, and artists. Their story is a vital part of human history. It's a story often untold, but one that deserves to be heard.
Long before the pyramids of Egypt, Native Americans were shaping their world. They domesticated plants like corn, beans, and squash. This agricultural revolution allowed them to settle in one place. Villages grew into larger communities, some becoming powerful centers. In North America, mound-building cultures emerged. They constructed massive earthworks, some for burials, others for ceremonies. These structures, like those at Cahokia, rivaled ancient cities in size. In South America, civilizations rose in the Andes Mountains, laying the groundwork for the Inca Empire. This period showcases the ingenuity and adaptability of the first Americans.
The Maya civilization flourished in Mesoamerica. This region includes parts of Mexico and Central America. The Maya were known for their advanced writing system. They recorded their history, beliefs, and knowledge in glyphs. These were intricate symbols carved into stone or painted on bark paper. The Maya were skilled mathematicians and astronomers. They developed a sophisticated calendar system. They tracked the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. This knowledge helped them plan their agricultural cycles and religious ceremonies. The Maya built impressive cities with towering pyramids, temples, and palaces. These structures stand today as a testament to their architectural prowess. High in the Andes Mountains, the Inca created the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. They were masters of their environment, adapting to the rugged terrain. They built roads and bridges, connecting their vast empire. This allowed for communication and trade across long distances. The Inca were skilled metalworkers, known for their work with gold and silver. They created intricate jewelry, ornaments, and religious objects. Their craftsmanship is evident in the artifacts that survived Spanish conquest. The Inca had a strong social structure and a centralized government. This allowed them to manage their vast empire effectively. Section 5. Eagle Warriors and City Builders, the Aztec. The Aztec Empire arose in Mesoamerica, centered on the island city of Tenochtitlan. This city was not just a political hub, but also a cultural and economic powerhouse. This city, built on a lake, was a marvel of engineering and urban planning. The Aztecs demonstrated incredible ingenuity in creating a thriving metropolis on such challenging terrain. Canals crisscrossed the city, and causeways connected it to the mainland. These waterways were essential for transportation and trade, making Tenochtitlan a bustling center of activity. The Aztecs were known for their military prowess. Their warriors were highly trained and disciplined, making them formidable opponents in battle. Their warriors, including the elite Eagle Warriors, were feared throughout Mesoamerica. These elite soldiers were distinguished by their bravery and their elaborate eagle-themed armor. The Aztec Empire was a complex society with a hierarchical structure. At the top were the nobles and priests, followed by warriors, merchants, and farmers. Priests, warriors, merchants, and farmers all played essential roles. Each class contributed to the empire's stability and prosperity. They had a rich religious life, with elaborate ceremonies and rituals. Religion was deeply intertwined with daily life, influencing everything from politics to agriculture. Their capital city, Tenochtitlan, was a bustling center of trade and commerce. Markets were filled with goods from all over the empire, showcasing the Aztecs' extensive trade networks. Section 6. Diverse cultures from coast to coast. The civilizations of Mesoamerica and South America are well known, but the story of Native Americans is far more diverse. Across North America, a tapestry of cultures thrived. In the eastern woodlands, tribes like the Cherokee, Iroquois, and Algonquin built longhouses and cultivated crops. On the Great Plains, nomadic tribes like the Sioux and Cheyenne followed the buffalo herds. These animals provided food, clothing, and shelter. In the Southwest, the Pueblo people built adobe villages and were skilled farmers. Along the Northwest coast, tribes like the Haida and Tlingit were known for their totem poles and seafaring skills.
Section 7. Ways of life, harmony with nature. Native American cultures were deeply connected to the natural world. They saw themselves as part of nature, not separate from it. Their beliefs, ceremonies, and daily lives reflected this profound respect. They gave thanks for the earth's bounty and sought to live in balance with their surroundings. Many tribes had creation stories that explained their origins and their relationship with nature. They believed that animals, plants, and even rocks possess spirits. They treated the natural world with reverence, understanding their dependence on its resources. This harmonious relationship with nature is a key lesson from Native American cultures.
Section 8. A Clash of Worlds. European Contact. The arrival of Europeans in the late 15th century marked a significant turning point in history. The arrival of Europeans in the late 15th century marked a turning point. It was a moment that would forever alter the course of history for both the Old World and the New World. It brought about a clash of worlds, with devastating consequences for Native Americans. The indigenous peoples of the Americas were unprepared for the scale and impact of the European incursion. Europeans brought with them diseases like smallpox, measles, and influenza. These diseases, to which Native Americans had no immunity, spread like wildfire through their communities. These diseases spread rapidly, decimating native populations. Entire villages were wiped out, and the social fabric of many tribes was irreparably damaged. The arrival of Europeans also brought about conflict, displacement, and the loss of traditional lands. The newcomers, driven by a desire for wealth and territory, often resorted to violence. The newcomers sought to claim the land for themselves, often through force. They established settlements, built forts, and laid claim to vast tracts of land. This led to wars, massacres, and the forced removal of Native Americans from their ancestral homelands. The resistance of native tribes was met with brutal suppression. The impact of European colonization was profound and continues to affect Native communities today. Despite the hardships, Native American cultures have shown remarkable resilience and continue to thrive, preserving their heritage and traditions.
Section 9. Resistance and Resilience. The Fight for Survival. Despite the challenges they faced, Native Americans resisted European encroachment. They fought back against colonization and fought to preserve their cultures. From the Pueblo Revolt of 1680 to the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876, Native resistance took many forms. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, Native Americans demonstrated remarkable resilience. They adapted to changing circumstances, preserving their traditions and languages. They formed alliances with other tribes, seeking strength in unity. Their stories of resistance and resilience are a testament to the enduring spirit of Native people. Section 10. Enduring Legacy, Native American Influence. Despite centuries of oppression, Native American cultures have survived. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of the Americas. From place names to foods we eat, Native American influence is all around us. Corn, beans, squash, tomatoes, and potatoes, all staples of our diet, were first cultivated by Native Americans. Words like hurricane, chocolate, and kayak come from Native languages. The stories, songs, and dances of Native cultures continue to be passed down through generations. Their artistic traditions, from pottery and weaving to beadwork and carving, are celebrated for their beauty and craftsmanship.
Section 11. Conclusion. A story unfinished. This is not just a conclusion but a call to continue exploring and understanding. The story of Native American civilizations is a complex and multifaceted one, spanning thousands of years and countless generations. It's a story of innovation, adaptation, and survival, showcasing their ingenuity in agriculture, craftsmanship, and governance. It's a story of resilience in the face of adversity, where communities have stood strong against colonization, displacement, and cultural erasure. It's a story that deserves to be told, remembered, and honored. As we move forward, we must ensure these narratives are preserved and celebrated. It's essential to acknowledge the past and its lasting impact on present and future generations. The echoes of history shape our understanding and actions today. We must listen to the voices of Native people today who continue to advocate for their rights and cultural preservation. They continue to face challenges, from poverty and discrimination to the fight for sovereignty and the protection of their sacred lands. Their struggles are ongoing, and require our attention and support. Their story is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing testament to their enduring spirit and cultural richness. It's a vital part of the present and the future. It's a story unfinished, with chapters still being written by the new generations, but one that holds valuable lessons for us all. By learning from their history and experiences, we can build a more inclusive and respectful world.